charge shot.
Yeah, very, very true. But obviously, if any player is going to know those little tidbits of information, it's going to be these two. And we have seen them play already during this top 8, and we know for a fact that they are very, very good at what they do, and that is applying to both of them. Tomberry actually lets Kace almost get in there, but Kace not going for a grab, only sees their hits fall on deaf ears as Tomberry shields them all and then resets the neutral back to where they want it.
I really like this from Kace. Instead of using the typical neutral beat to control as much space as possible, they are instead going with this side B. Because side B doesn't interact with the grenades at all. It just goes after Snake. You know, it's not quite as effective, but in this matchup, it's certainly better. Now Tomberry in the heights. Ooh. Oh my goodness, getting caught out the empty movement from Kace is really nice.
There as well, putting in the work, going above those grenades and not instantly detonating them, just to push Snake away. No, you do not get allowed back to the stage. I push you where I want you. And charging a bit higher than you normally expect to in this matchup, but hey, if it ain't broke, it goes over all those grenades, actually, even at that kind of charge. As I said, where we might not... Wow. Big up tilt.
With these trades off the grenade, it's all about who is lower. Because if Snake is lower, he's got up tilt, he's got up air. He can blow up Samus easily as the reverse can happen. Like you see there, charge shot getting devoured once again. It's something that you just have to reckon with and deal with in this matchup as Samus. It'll be a real pain in the backside. And Tomberry is in full control of the stage and the game right now. My goodness. Wasn't expecting that roll away towards the ledge. Rolling covered. Oh my goodness.
You do not expect, you really don't expect people to like charge up smash attacks like that. You expect them to just let them rip, especially when you're at kill percent. So that call out on the call out to keep holding the shield was so good.
Now Kace, ooh, clip with that down tilt. Tomberry trying to run in. If he finds an up tilt here, he'll get the kill. Kace, you know, really gotta find this kill as soon as possible. Almost had that nair, but yeah, doing a little switcheroo by well off of the down B, and then gets to confirm off of that first little dainty hit of the charge shot. Gorgeously done, but still in a dangerous situation. Now grabs him out of the charge shot and immediately blows himself up with the C4. Fantastic.
It's why you see a lot of this like the slight charge shot from Kace is because they're not looking to get the big damage of fully charged charge shot. If they can make Snake judder for a second, that's Snake's game plan basically being torn apart, and then you get a chance to get in. Oh, you just told don't roll, don't act. You can't. You're at 160. Take it.
The reverse charge shot though, finding big damage. Not quite able to find anything off the back of it though. Repeatedly getting stomped on the brain, but that up B out of shield will deal with the steppers. Nice.
Those charge shots looking to just cover anything that Tomberry could be trying to do. Kace stuck at that ledge and managed to work around every single trap Tomberry had laid. Wow, what great awareness.
Certainly. Oh, dash stacking through. Just about safe enough on the shield, but the grenades have been set up. Kace wasn't ready. Getting caught jumping off the ledge again. The high grenade, the mortar, everything is raining down. But now, Tomberry getting hit a little bit back. I think a bomb landed on one of the grenades and while Tomberry was pulling it out. The spot dodge getting called out.
That dash attack is huge. It lingers for so long and it does so much knockback with basically any hit of it. The charge shot glancing off the shield and the brilliant crouch from Kace, but an unfortunate dash in will get caught by a down smash with Kace feeling very strong even though on a heavy back foot. And as I say that, Tomberry making me eat my words. What an amazing C4 placement and detonation with the awareness that it was still there from literal minutes before.
Yeah, no. Definitely great awareness. I think that was, yeah, it was a detonation. It wasn't a timeout. Fantastically done from Tomberry, in full control of this set so far. Even though, you know, Kace is doing a good job starting to, you know, fire back a little bit somewhat. Just gonna... That's the wrong lever. Oh, whoops. I've made myself tiny, help. But I'll move my chair up. But nonetheless, you know, Kace is fighting back hard, getting some confirms off of the small charge shot dash attack, but just not really finding these kills early enough, and that's what a lot of people struggle with against Snake, so it's understandable.
Grenade in hand right there was, I believe, intended to give Tomberry an escape option, but instead it just resulted in more damage being put on the user. Kace being forced into that shield and then being forced to make an option straight after, being peppered with explosion after explosion. Tomberry on a bit of a back foot chooses instead to backpedal and start trying to reset that neutral that Snake can be so dominating in.
Certainly. Dead even so far from these two. Kace whiffing a grab, but able to get the shield out in time before those grenades pop. Whoa, wow. I'm surprised that grenade didn't cause a tricky situation underneath the stage. Tomberry been eating a lot of his own debris over the last, 10, 20 seconds, but they're doing, trying to establish a little bit of a defensive zone. Now they're over on the other side. Lovely lingering back air. That's a stick. Could be a kill.
Oh, we saw so many of those sticks come from Phoenix earlier this tournament into Mezcool, and it's so nice to be seeing Tomberry go for the exact same stuff. Getting a random C4 stuck on you is basically a death sentence unless you know exactly when the Snake wants to detonate it. But going back to the case at hand, Kace indeed gets a neutral air and kills Tomberry off the side with it. Very nice to see.
Yeah, catching Tomberry trying to throw up grenades up to the ledge where Kace is supposedly waiting. Kace just says, nah, I'm in your face, drops down with an air, perfectly timed and spaced. The American air dodge almost getting exploded, but instead, Tomberry with a perfect C4 placement gets revenge.
There's the grab, and there's the trip, knowing, oh, wait, there was a C4 attached still. Of course there was. The grab reversing back. Ouch, owie, my bones. Kace being forced down onto their last stock.
Okay, here we go. Not quite able to get the punish. Fantastic quick detonation into, detonating the C4 that was on stage in order to recover there from Tomberry. In case not quite in the right position to punish. But, wow, that charge are trying to beat the Nikita, but Nikita just keeps on rolling.
Tomberry just going for these up tilts. Surprising to seeing the cases at 47. You do not really want to stale that move anytime soon. The grenades as well, both being thrown as Kace works their way around it like a secret agent going through laser beams. Oh, lovely double of F tilts from Tomberry. And the up tilt now starting to put in the work finally.
Oh, up throw surely going to do it? No? Instead, opts to just go for the back throw, thinking Snake's maybe a little too heavy, which I could possibly understand. The movement. Kace had popped out a down B, tried to shimmy back to the right, and Tomberry just completely calls it out with a drift forward up air. Gorgeously done.
I mean, to be fair, if a guy like Snake was to turn around and stamp upwards with two heels under your jaw, I think you would also be suffering a fair bit of damage. And unfortunately for Kace, that's being used on them this time round, taking the stock and taking the game away. Galaxy, this is yet another explosive matchup in this wanted S5 Chapter 2. What do you make of it?
Again, even though Kace had a much better start, they were finding those kills slightly earlier, that nair catch off the stage. They're starting to get a bit more confident. They're just slightly lacking in a few areas, and overall, you can't help but feel that this is Tomberry's set to lose. He's just fully in control for the most part.
Tomberry looking very, very strong, but Kace looking to make an argument for themselves, taking them up to 66%, dropping some bombs on their head, which forces them to have to disengage.
Yeah, it's C4 again, set up on the side platform, but this time that down air, able to net Kace a juicy combo. Yeah, the jump from ledge again, getting Tomberry into relative safety, and Kace forgetting about that C4. It's happened a few times. I've forgotten about it. You're not in your own case, but still, despite that, despite being down in the set, and despite not quite having the control, they are ahead in percent right now, and do have a good opportunity to end this stock. Stuck again. What's gonna happen? Oh, yeah, put it back on Snake. It's on Snake.
Yeah, totally. But with the red gone, all of a sudden, it's very easy to forget who's got it on them. I believe it'll still be on Snake, but Tomberry goes for the wrong read. Goes, you know what? Nah, it's on Samus, I promise. Detonates it on themselves and loses the first stock of this game 3.
Oh, okay, there we go. That one finds its mark, though. It's, I suppose, it's better than blowing yourself up a second time. But
that is. That double left tilt. It's a strong move, but it's not going to kill from center stage, even at 150, right?
Certainly not. Ooh, the lingering back air once again, just it beats out so many things. It's such a powerful tool to just pop out when you're in the air. It's almost as a wall. Wow, the grenade cooked to perfection, thrown right underneath Kace and blew up their first stock actually. So currently Kace still in a really good position. They just need to not overgress too much. They're just fully you're running at Tomberry at this point, and I honestly don't think that's necessary when you have this lead as Samus. Just getting pressured into the corner in these close quarter situations. I will always favor Snake.
Definitely. That down air putting in a little bit of damage on a Kace, but more importantly, it's not the damage, it's the situation that it forces them into. That pop-off off stage was huge for stage control, but all of a sudden, Kace is the one that's looking like they got it. But that parry, so nice from Tomberry, actually gives them a chance to get in and reclaim what they once lost.
Tomberry's been doing a really nice job of crouching under these attempted landing back airs from Kace. Occasionally, like, Kace will land like a sour spot or something. Tricky trade, loses his jump, was too late on the up B. Keep it together, Kace. You're in a really good position. Can't be throwing it away now, but immediately gets pulled over a dash attack.
Oh, nice.
Found that out of absolutely nowhere. Throws out the down air. It sort of clanks with the Nikita and is able to find a back air off the back of it. And all of a sudden, renewed confidence after an SD. Kace is looking hot fire, like you say, that forward air trade with the grenade.
Yeah, exactly that. Almost theoried from the very, very start of the set and finally coming out to show its face. There's the grab, the throw, the back throw, puts Kace off the side. We've seen Kace at this ledge before and it's been a little bit bleak, but they make it back to the stage. Hey, it's looking better than before. Tomberry at 105, but Kace is only taking more damage.
Yeah, gotta make their way back on the stage. Could get blown up by the C4 here if they're not paying attention. That's what Tomberry's trying to bait. They keep positioning themselves so that the C4 ends up between them and Kace. So trying to bait them into it, but Samus off stage. I'm surprised no Beep Beep tried to go for the C4 drop, but instead runs into a back air. Kace is on the board. Woo!
That is going to not be another 3-0 sweep, and instead Kace puts a marker in to say, hey, don't forget about me. We are now going to be seeing a game 4, and Kace has started to gain some momentum, and it'll be really nice to see it pushed even further.
Certainly, I'm liking this from Kace. Once they're in, once they're staying as best composed as they can be, they are looking very, very solid. Their confirms off of the down air starting to improve compared to the set against that Zelda. Niskino, I don't have a brain. Oh my goodness. Against the set against Niskino, looking a little better now, but it's all about patience. Patience is the name of the game for Kace right now. If they can just pick and choose their opening, keep their distance, then the world's their oyster.
That it is. And Kace gets a little bit of a lead from the start, and Tomberry instantly makes me eat my words as they take Kace up to 66, and it's rising even more. Back air. A very, very strong one indeed. Takes Kace up to 81. And that lovely drop away from ledge, rise with up air that we do know that...
Hold on, up beat. Oh, perfect spot dodge, air dodge, I should say, from Tomberry. That's a stick straight onto Kace. It's tagged back onto Tomberry. I wonder if he knows.
There's no reason why he shouldn't. It was still flashing red, but we've got to track it. That's been passed over to Samus. I'm pretty sure the roll through will actually make it transfer members, but it's so hard to see. They're both in skins. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Blimey. It's a scary one. When that C4 is trading between a couple of characters with mostly dark palettes.
Charge shot, it's putting in the work as per usual. Kace is only using them to pepper Tomberry. Any damage is good damage, and any kind of hit that it does will jut a snake and take them out of their game plan. And if you can get a little bit closer before you do one, you can definitely secure a kill off of it. And that's exactly what Kace seems to be looking for, playing around bigger charge shot at range and smaller charge shot whenever they want an approach.
Oh, they had the read. Tomberry absolutely had that read, but nonetheless, they were just a little bit too hesitant on the trigger, allowing Kace to get back to stage. Their get-up attack, providing enough invincibility to beat out that Nikita. I love the idea of it. fantastically done. Grenade's starting to rain out, though. Misread that time, and yeah, one more. You are at 160, so you are dead off that down throw.
That is the golden percent of, well, just take it, I guess. Tomberry at 140, though, can die to anything the Kace really wants, but with Rage on deck and 52% already on the Bounty Hunter, you might be starting to panic in Kace's position, and I would not blame them if they were right now.
It was a little bit low, a little bit strange there from Tomberry, but ends up finding it all right. Beautiful tether to avoid that Nikita situation. Trying to read a roll away, but Tomberry, even though he's in control, doesn't quite have that that full, understanding of exactly what Kace is up to, and ends up blowing themselves up with the C4. It's looking nervous. It's looking iffy.
It very much is. Tomberry tries to rise with that Nair, but Kace knows it's coming, gets the down throw, but doesn't get the read off of it. And the charge shot kind of just finds its own damage and calls it a day. But once again, damage is damage is damage, and a 40% on Tomberry is only going to rise with the more Kace hits them. And with you at that kind of percent, you're only looking to stay away and really only push things that you know it's 100% safe to.
Fully charged charge shot, not going to be doing all that much. Kace starting to mount somewhat of a comeback here. The Nikita reigns in, as do the grenades, but the dash attack, the confidence from Kace to just go full send. Now starting to control center stage with that C4 on the right-hand ledge. Oh my goodness, both of them were looking for bears, but neither one quite at the exact height of the other. Oh, the wall of bears with the ledge, trying to read a jump, but the F tilt will catch out Kace landing on the left-hand side. Here we go.
Last time we saw that F tilt come out, it wasn't a situation where Tomberry was just that little bit too far towards the center of the stage for it to do anything huge, but this time positioned perfectly, it's going to be putting in the work. And Kace is looking to show that they can also kind of put it in 9 to 5 as well, but the back air just doesn't kill. Tomberry lives on. Snake is so deceptively heavy.
Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah. Tomberry, I think, thought they might have been able to get a stick there, but the C4 was, in fact, on the ground. Nonetheless, Kace, again, trying to throw out these landing arrows like narrow back air, but getting crouched by Tomberry. These landing hits, just the crouch seeming to deal with them so well. The read on the roll in. Oh, and the back air sending out Kace all the way to the right-hand side of the stage. Oh, my goodness. Any missed hit could be the kill, but
there we go.
Tomberry caught whiffing. The grab, the up throw. Kace has one shot at life here.
That's so true, Galaxy. Kace makes it back to that ledge and tries to make a case for their own tournament lifeline. Keep in mind, this is loser's side of bracket. If Tomberry takes this, if they find one solid hit, Kace is not coming back. And that's exactly what they try and cement. No! Oh, no! You can't afford to lose track of C4. It got set up before the ledge guarding sequence even began to engage. I'm seeing it now. Oh, that's so rough. Kace lost track of it for a second, but Tomberry did not forget. Oof.
Yeah, I checked on the replay as well. The bubble Snake did indeed pull the trigger, so that was not a timeout. Again, just fantastic. Well, I say fantastic.